going on, everyone? This is John G, aka Mr. Goin, and today I'm going to tell you why you need to quit complaining, because you need to quit your diet. It all started with this study. I mean, it's always with the study. So it all started with this study that basically took two groups of people. They had one group dieted for 16 weeks straight, just straight up dieting 16 weeks. The other group, they also dieted for 16 weeks, but the total time of tracking all the food and everything, 30 weeks. So what they did, the second group, was 2 weeks on, 2 weeks off the diet. Okay, so 2 weeks on, 2 weeks off, 2 weeks on, 2 weeks off. The first group that dieted 16 weeks straight, they lost 20 pounds over those 16 weeks. And the other group, the 2 weeks on, 2 weeks off, they lost 30 pounds over that entire time. So more weight loss for the 2 weeks on, 2 weeks off group, and bonus, the 2 weeks on, 2 weeks off group actually lost more fat. So body fat percentage went down more in the 2 weeks on, 2 weeks off. So what does that mean? The conclusion is YOLO. So pizza, burgers, ice cream every night. No, that's not the answer, because a lot of people, they look at studies and just talking in general will draw the wrong conclusion from what people say. But basically, the reason why you can't just YOLO your diet is because your 2 weeks off technically wasn't really off, because they ate at maintenance calories, not just, whatever they wanted. So one thing, both groups tracked their calories very accurately. So food scale, weighted, measurement, everything like that. So very accurate for both groups. So the next thing people try to extrapolate is, okay, you're a bodybuilder, you do prep. So is it better to do the 2 weeks on, 2 weeks off? I don't think you can necessarily say, given this study. There's too many holes. So for one, the study group were obese participants. So if they were, just a little bit overweight, or just normal size or whatever, then, would the results have been better? Would they have been worse? You don't know. The study hasn't tested that. So another study could jump off and actually test that. The other thing, which I think is actually more significant, is if you're doing 2 weeks on, 2 weeks off, that means you have to cut your off season, down by 3 or 4 months. So you have really shortened your bulk just so that you can start cutting earlier. That to me doesn't sound like the best idea if the idea is to be, full. The more muscle on stage is better. Also, lower body fat is better. But, technically you can stay in that bulk and then just try to cut down a little bit extra, a little cardio, cut more of a caloric deficit. But anyway, it's an unanswered question. Okay, so if you're not in prep, you're just, regular Joe, you just want to get in shape, want to see some abs a little bit, is this the best thing for you? Possibly. You can't definitively say yes, but possibly. And there's a couple of reasons why. For one, the 2 weeks on, 2 weeks off seems to contribute more to adherence. So one of the best diets you can be on is the one that you can stick to. So if the 2 weeks off sort of gives you a mental break, you get your calories up, then that may actually help you to stick with the diet. And then for two, the group that went 30 weeks, I think they probably could have lost more weight, because one thing the study wasn't clear about was that they ate at maintenance for 2 weeks, and then they went in their diet for 2 weeks, and then ate at maintenance. But the maintenance, your maintenance comes down over time. So, it's not a fixed number. So let's just say, for instance, 3,000 calories was what's your maintenance. You could maintain your weight at 3,000 calories. As you're losing weight, you don't need 3,000 calories to maintain the new current weight. It may be 2,500. So the study wasn't clear, are they chasing maintenance, or was it that original maintenance, like 3,000? I suspect that it was probably that 3,000, which means they were probably eating a little bit extra calories on their 2 weeks off. So if they were actually chasing the maintenance down, they probably could have lost a little bit more weight. So that actually would say, maybe the 2 weeks off is even better. But a lot of holes you can pick apart with the study, but it's good food for thought. Speaking of food, I'm gonna go eat dinner. So if you liked the video, Be sure to hit like on the video. And what are you waiting on? Hit that subscribe button too. Until next time.